Hey everyone, my name's Chris Winter, and in this video, I'm going to give you 7 tips to become a better photographer. Now this is a new type of video that I'm going to make because I want you guys to become better photographers. So if you do enjoy this type of video, let me know by leaving a thumbs up because that's always appreciated. But anyway, let's get started. So it can be really easy to fall into the trap of taking the same kind of photo over and over. Don't worry though, we all do it, and it's mainly because we get comfortable with it. But tip number 7 for me is to try and change up your photography routines. Why not challenge yourself to shoot something different or even set yourself some restrictions? You know, you could shoot only in black and white, shoot only strangers, or you could even do some self-portraits. These are photos that you might not normally do that often, and they'll take you out of your comfort zone. And as we know, when you get out of your comfort zone, you generally grow and get better. Now we all love camera gear, and as you can see behind me, I'm as guilty as anyone because I'm a bit of a gearhead. But my next tip is to try and deliberately limit yourself with what gear you use and see if you can still take a great shot. Sure, anyone can take a great photo with a 50mm f1.2, but what about taking a photo with an 18 to 55mm kit lens? With this, you're really going to have to pay attention to lighting and composition, so it's a great way to build those skills. Now, if I'm going to be totally honest, the biggest way that I improved my photography was being a little bit competitive. And if you ask my bigger brother, I get competitive at pretty much everything, especially table tennis. But the reason that I brought this up was that I believe that entering photo competitions is one of the best ways of challenging yourself to take and edit better photos. In fact, one of the reasons why I thought about making this video was that I was contacted by a photo contest from Korea of all places called the DMZ Half and Half contest. And I was like, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to enter photo contests and how I got better by doing it. Now, there are heaps of reasons why entering a photo contest can be a good idea. Firstly, like I said before, it really pushes you to make your best work. You've got to think, plan, and deliver something to be proud of. Secondly, with the internet being so accessible these days, you can pretty much enter a photo contest from pretty much anywhere in the world without even leaving your home. Who would have thought I'd be contacted by a Korean contest? But that's what's so great about it. Whether you're in the US or India, you can enter. And not all contests are based just on the best photo. For example, the DMZ Half and Half contest, which I was talking about before, is helping to redefine the Korean demilitarized zone as a symbol of peace and reconciliation by asking its entrants to fill in the missing half of the photo with their imaginations. So all you need to do is use one of their photos and then be creative by using one of your photos to create a collage and then upload it to their site. So even if you are brand new to photography, you can still enter contests like this, which is a good idea to get started. Now, some photo contests do cost money, so I'd always be a little bit cautious if they are charging you a fee to enter. But the one that I was talking about is free, so kind of win-win. Another reason is that generally you can actually win some pretty sweet prizes. Now, this shouldn't be the only reason why you enter the photo contest, but it can be a good incentive to enter. For example, in the DMZ Half and Half photo contest, which I was talking about before, the winner gets $5,000 cash, airline tickets worth $4,500, and you get to go on a tour. And there are hundreds of other prizes too. And here's a little tip. Not as many people enter these photo contests as you might think. So even just entering alone gives you way better chances than you might have thought about. So my challenge to you is to enter a photo contest, whether that be local or online, and let me know how you go. And I'll put a link to the DMZ Half and Half contest below if you guys want to check it out as well. Now, have you ever heard the saying by Bruce Lee, I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once, but fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. To me, this is a brilliant example of what consistency and practice can do for you. So let's change this up for photography. Why not take one photo a day for 365 days? Sure, that might sound easy, but you've got to make sure that that one photo is the best you can do. And also make sure you don't miss a day. And in a year's time, you're going to be able to look back on all the 365 photos you've taken and how much you've improved since a year ago. Now, some of my favorite photography moments have been when I've shared them with other people. And that's my next tip, to join a photography community. Where do you find one? Well, there are plenty of places. You know, I'd start by looking on places like meetup.com or Facebook. On there, you'll be able to find different groups in your local area, which have people with the same interest in you. There are groups for studio photography, flash photography, or even street photography. And speaking about that, try and go on photo walks as well. If you've never been on one, I'd highly recommend it, as they're a great challenge, and it also doesn't hurt to compare your photos and learn from other people as well. And speaking about that, my next tip is to try and teach someone how to take great photos. It's incredible just how much you can gain from teaching someone about photography. Not only because it's a good feeling, which it is, but also because it can reaffirm the things that you already know. Now, even if you are still relatively new to photography, you probably still know more than 90% of the whole population. So Go out there, try and teach someone who doesn't know anything about photography. They will love it and you'll love it too. Now, in today's age of cameras, we're so lucky with the technology we've got. I mean, we can shoot thousands of photos onto a tiny little SD card and then review them on the back of your LCD screen. And if you don't like it, we can delete them as well. And you know, that's great and all, but my next challenge to you is to shoot on film. Why, you ask? Well, because you only get one shot, so you better make it good. Not only that, with most film cameras, you don't have a big LCD screen to look at and check if your shots are good. So you've really got to spend your time looking through the viewfinder to make sure it's going to be worth it. Now, I know a lot of you might not actually own a film camera or the film itself, so why not shoot on a cheap camera like this? This is an Instax Mini and it's kind of like a Polaroid camera, and I use it all of the time. Now, shots can cost about $1 each, so every time I take a photo, I stop and I think just how I can make it great, otherwise it's going to be really expensive. And sure, the quality's not the best, it's no 50 megapixel camera. But funnily enough, some of my favorite photos of all time have been taken on film, and I really think that it's helped me improve to become a way better photographer. So these were a few tips that I hope can make you a better photographer. And you know what? Go on, challenge yourself. Enter into a photo contest and see how you go. You never know, you might even win some prizes, which is awesome, and more importantly, you'll become a better photographer. If you want to check out the photo contest that I was talking about before, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, happy shooting, challenge yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.